I think I am live right now. Hey guys, what's going on? This is Jonathan Bailey here, and today I'm just jamming out to some T-Pain, getting ready for this webinar. I feel good, and I got all of my material ready for you guys. And so I'm just gonna jam away for a little bit, get my water ready, and we're gonna go ahead and start here. So I appreciate you guys turning in and to listen to some T-Pain, a little bit of music. So just kind of bear with me for a little bit. Hey you guys, what's going on? This is Jonathan. I'm so glad you guys tuned in here tonight. And tonight I'm going to be talking about painting a vision for the future. Now, this is going to be epic because these are some of the things that a lot of people do not understand, which is one of the reasons why they do not make it in whatever their dreams or their passion are. So you want to pay attention tonight because I am going to give you 6 steps that is really going to help you bridge the gap. See, when I was younger, I wanted to become an NBA player, but nobody bridged the gap on how to become that. And so obviously I didn't make it there, but I am here to show you exactly what you can do. We're going to go through one exercise here. So you guys want to pay attention to what I'm going to say here tonight. But just to tell you a little bit about myself, I grew up in a small little town called Spanaway, Washington, about 45 minutes south of Seattle, Washington. I have 12 other siblings. I grew up in a 4-bedroom house, 4-bedroom house, 1.5 bath, under 1,200 square feet. And so, my life has been really chaotic ever since I was born. But one of the cool things that has happened is when I was around 14, I saw my dad come home from his job that he is still working to this day. My dad is 79 years old. And he came home one day and I saw him and I was like, "Hey Dad, how was your day?" And he looked at me and said, "Oh, it was fine, son, it was fine." But you can tell when somebody's lying because their whole aura, their whole energy was just like, yeah, something's going on. And I remember it vividly. My dad looked like he got beat down, but beat down by life. And I made a point right then and there that I wanted to become an entrepreneur and work for myself. I didn't know how, I didn't know when. I just knew that my outcome and my ultimate goal was to be in business for myself. And so, through junior high, in high school, I was your average kid. I was your C average kid. And the only reason why I was a C average was because my parents said, well, unless you want to, if you want to play sports, then you have to be at least a C average. And that's all I ever strive for. I didn't try for excellence. I didn't try for B's and A's or anything like that. I just wanted to do the bare minimum because when I was younger, I went to a speech therapist and I heard that speech therapist tell my parents that I was going to be average. And so that's what I turned out to be because I believed him at that young age of hearing somebody say I'm going to be average. And so I was average. After junior high and high school, I became a certified nurse assistant, and I was doing that. I worked at the psychiatric. I worked with burn patients. I worked with transplant, cancer patients, geriatric. So I did a lot of different types of jobs. And then I just felt like I was just floating in life. And so finally I talked to my sister and she let me come live with her in Utah in 2005. And so in 2005, I moved to Utah and I was still doing the same thing, but I knew that I didn't want to continue that. It was starting to not fulfill me anymore. And so around 2008, I met this guy named Daniel. We were playing like a local sports, like community sports, around the town where I was at. And, he really educated me on different perspectives about personal development. And so that's where my personal development path really started, was in 08. And then I really jumped into it because I grew up, a really religious family. And I just wanted to, get a different perspective about life. And then in 2008, I got into a really bad car accident where I fractured my back 37.5%. So I constantly have back pain. I'm okay with that because I was like this close of being paralyzed. And so that, like, I'll take that over being paralyzed any given day. And so, you know, from that accident, I started a t-shirt company and in 2012. And I'm pretty sure you guys are wondering, why are you saying all this information? But believe me, it definitely has impacted exactly what I'm going to talk about today. So in 2012, I started a t-shirt company. It took me 4 or 5 months to get everything ready. I mean, from all the way from the merchant account to dealing with the merchant account to getting my business plan, you know, set up to, you know, getting a website, finding somebody that was in my price range to even create a website, you know. And I found this local guy, which, like, creating his website was like his third job because that's all I could afford at that time, you know. And so finally, after 4 or 5 months of prepping everything, I got about $8,500 worth of merchants ready to go for this t-shirt company. And within 90 days, it failed. And it sucked. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, for the 2013, I really, like, my pride was hurt. My ego was hurt. I started drinking. I didn't become an alcoholic, but I was just drinking more. But on the weekends, I would still drink a lot. You know, so that really hurt me. And then in 2014, I decided that this was not the path that I wanted. I didn't want to have to, you know, wake up and feel like I need a drink, or wake up and not feel fulfilled within myself. And so I started on a path to really look for my next phase. And lo and behold, 15 months later, on January roughly 24th, I think, or 25th, you know, I found something that has brought me to where I'm at today. And so, like, January 15th was really my start in all of this. Now you're probably wondering, okay, we got it. We got your backstory. What does it have to do with the 6 steps to creating a vision? See, one of the problems that I had is I didn't have a vision. All I had was an end goal. I didn't have a mentor. I didn't do the research. I didn't do a lot of the things that I know now that I should have done back then. You know, and so I wanted to go into that here with you guys today so you can understand how to bridge of what you want and to the outcome, so it'd be a lot more easier for you to get what you want. And I want you guys to put away all distractions here, your cell phone, put away, I mean, if you have kids right there, first off, I appreciate you guys watching this because you guys have kids. And then second off, you can go to the bathroom for about 30 or 40 minutes, or a closet or something like that. But you want to pay attention because this is really going to impact you. And I have one exercise that I want you guys to do this with me because it will help you jumpstart and pull in your outcome into your reality 3 to 6 months sooner than you'd be if you just did it on your own. So let's go ahead and jump this right into it. I'm gonna do my share screen. If you do have any questions, feel free to go ahead and put it in the comments box. If it's about this topic that I'm referring to or I'm talking about today, then I will go ahead and answer it. If it's not, go ahead and I will private message you, I guess, your answer or my answer to whatever question that you have. So let me go ahead and share my screen here. All right, I hope you guys can see this right here. I'm assuming so, since I haven't got a text message from anybody that is on here. And so today I want to talk about the 6 steps to painting a vision for your future. Now, if you guys don't know who I am, my name is Jonathan Bailey, and I am from ConsciousCreatorBlog.com. You can go ahead and check out my Facebook at facebook.com, John Bailey Going Places. Private message me, let me know if you guys got value from this. If you have a question, feel free to go ahead and ask me that, and then go ahead and friend request me. If you want to go ahead and Skype with me, it's jonathan.bailey at 793. And so there's my contact information. I am always near the computer or my cell phone or something like that, unless I'm busy with the family, because family time is very important to me. But other than that, I'm usually right next to my computer. So let's go ahead and jump right into this here. So before I actually get into this, I wanted to show you guys and tell you guys, if you stick around to the very end, I am going to give you something That is a bonus that has helped me crack the top 10 most generated leads for my current company that I'm in. It also allowed me to generate 91 leads in 48 hours and 124 leads in 72 hours. So just stick with me here till the very end. I'll go ahead and get you guys that information. It is worth $97, but I'm giving away for you today for free, just for showing up here today. All right, the first thing, I'm pretty sure you guys heard the law of attraction. If you know anything about personal development, then you know, I'm pretty sure you guys heard it from everybody under the sun: Tony Robbins, Bob Proctor, Dr. Wayne Dyer, Zig Ziglar. I mean, they all talk about it. But one of the things that I like to think when I hear law of attraction is that you have to make your outcome clear. The number one step in the law of attraction is to be completely clear on your outcome and what you want to accomplish. If your energy is not aimed anywhere, it's just going to end up wherever it lands. And that's why it's so important for you to be clear on your message. Regardless of what you're going after, just be 100% clear with it. You know, and the second thing that you want to do is start towards your services or your, I messed up, but it's okay. We're going to go on. It happens sometimes during live webinars. It sucks, but you know, I am human, so it is okay. So yeah, so number 2 is you want to chunk towards your sources of motivation. So whatever motivates you, you want to go ahead and start heading towards that. Whether it's your kids, whether it's your drive, whether it's your passion, whatever the case may be, you want to go towards that. Because for step 3 in this little thing for the law of attraction is when you take massive action with whatever it is to you and how you do it. So just take massive action. If you fail, oh well. You know, it really doesn't matter because at least you're doing something. And the second step to painting a vision for your future is having top producer characteristics. And that is just simple by taking massive action, massive action. You don't want to be perfect because there is no such thing as being perfect. The more you just put yourself out there quicker, the more you're able to fail and know what does not work for you, which will allow you to get better and better and better. I mean, even Tony Robbins mess up. Even Bob Proctor messes up. I mean, everybody messes up. Nobody's 100% perfect. And, you know, I feel that a lot of society tells us we have to be perfect. I'm sorry. I don't want to be perfect. I want to fail so I know what doesn't work so I can continue on in my path to make sure I start changing that to get the results that I wanted. You know, all right, action seeking. You take action. You will have to be willing to take action before you know how to do everything. If you wait until you know everything, you're never going to get the big results in what you're looking for. And so basically, you just want to take action, just do whatever you have to do, and you adjust your actions with the feedback, with the new information that you're getting. You don't want to adjust before you go out. You want to adjust afterwards. After you get some data underneath you, after, you know, certain people say this is not working for me and you switch it up, that is when you start adjusting it. You don't adjust it beforehand. All right, and the third step to painting a vision for the future is called action step formula. Now, this is something that a lot of people have the most complicated steps here, and that is just following an action plan, just following something. And so in my business, which I do online, internet marketing, whatever you want to call it, you know, I like to tell my new team members that anytime you do anything, you want to learn it, you want to do it, then you want to teach it simultaneously. Because it's really going to help you, one, to retain that information. And by doing it, you're going to learn how to do it so you're able to teach other people. And then the third one is that you're able to teach them, hey, this is what I learned, this is what I implemented, and this is my data that I got from the result after I implemented it. And so, you know, it's a good thing. You want to be learning about what to say to people when you're on the phone or when you're closing people. That's why it's very important to learn what to say, and then you can do it, and then you can teach your other people as well. You want to also learn what you want to learn about blogging as you're writing your articles and blogging about what you have learned. It's the same thing as number one. You got to understand how to blog before you're able to tell anybody else. And you want to make sure that your videos, you want to be making videos about the things that you're learning as you're learning them, even though you're new at teaching them. I mean, one of our worst fears is that we don't know enough information, or, you know, this type of information I'm not good with, I don't feel comfortable with. But like me, I've already made, you know, just like mistakes on here. Not major ones, but I'm learning how to speak. I'm learning how to present. I'm learning the structure of a PowerPoint. Like, I'm learning all of these things. But I mean, I guess I could be like, you know what, I'm not going to do it for 4 months because I want to make sure I get it right. But you know what? Each time that I mess up, I know next time what not to do. So therefore, it's really going to help me to get me out there. So that way, I won't continue to make those as well. And you should, you know, want to do that as well. You shouldn't want to just wait until you're perfect. You want to learn something, you want to do it, and then you want to implement it as well. So let's go ahead and go to the fourth step here, is what is your goal? I mean, this is so important. A lot of the times we can set a goal, and a lot of the times that we see the outcome, but a lot of us don't make a plan or get to work to make it come in apparent and stick to it. You know, I'm not perfect, and I know you're not perfect, because we've all set some type of goal but never reached that goal for whatever reason. And, you know, and to really get that, you need to set a clear goal right now of something that you want to achieve. So let's just think about that right now. If you want to achieve a goal right now, it can be as little as, I'm getting up 5 minutes early for work, you know, or, you know what, when I go out with my friends, instead of having a burger, I'm gonna have a salad. Or, you know what, I'm gonna generate 50 bucks today. I don't know how, but I know by the time I lay my head down, I'm gonna have 50 extra bucks in my wallet. You know, something like that. You want to be very clear on exactly what you want. You need to know how much that you want. When do you want it by? And what it will look like. Now, these three things is what I actually tell my new team members when they come on, because when I can connect them to their own vision and to their own passion and to their own desires, do you realize that you're just connecting the dots for them, and all you do is just step back and you watch them go? One, because it has really nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with them. All you're there for is just to coach them along the way. So if somebody wants to make an extra, let's just say $1,000 a month, okay, you want to make an extra. When do you want it by? Do you want it 30 days from now, 45 days from now, 60 days from now? You know, what or when do you want it? And you also want to ask them, or even think about it, what will it look like? So what will your emotions be? Will you be happy? Will you be sad? Do you have goosebumps? Are you going to go out and, you know, pay your credit card off, or go shopping, or take yourself out to the spa? Like, what will it look like? Because once you get somebody to envision what their outcome is look like, it's very easy to actually pull that reality into existence where you are now. I tell people all the time, you can either focus on everything that you don't want, or you can focus on everything that you do want. According to quantum physics, your directed thoughts are going to bring your reality. So if you focus on what you want, then that is going to be your reality. Now, it's not just going to come out of the blue. There is work to do it, just like this goal. You know, for you to reach the goal, you have to set a goal, make a plan, get to work, and stick to it, and you will have it. And so that right there is the fourth step of what's your goal. And the fifth step is the exercise that I would like to do with you guys here. And so I would like for you guys to remove your pen and paper, get in a comfortable spot, remove your cell phones. If you're in a busy house or a loud house, just try to find a spot somewhere where you got some quiet. If not, put some headphones in, because we're going to do this little exercise. It's about 3 minutes long, but I wanted to do this together because it will make your outcome become your reality a lot sooner. So I'm gonna go ahead and wait for you guys for about 5 seconds here, and then we're gonna go ahead and get started. And in the meantime, I'm gonna get a drink of water. All right, so let's go ahead and get started here. People who create, okay, so sorry, a little stuck in my throat. People who create amazing things in their lives act like if things are happening that seem impossible to others. And so, like the person that ran a 4-minute mile, and I forget his name off the top of my head, but nobody thought that it was possible until he did it. And then the next year, it was like, I think it was like 40 people broke the minute mile. So it was amazing to know that all you have to do is visualize what you want and it can come. So the purpose of this exercise is to see what pops in your mind when you think, what will this goal really get me? And I want you guys to remember that. What will this goal really get me? Everything you learn has a challenge. When you're motivated, you step into your future and create what you want. When you're focused on the outcome, all of your energy and attention is poured into that outcome. When you stay focused on it and you talk about it, you act on it, it becomes your reality. And that is what I want to make your passion, your dreams come, and that is your reality. So go ahead and sit back in a comfortable spot. We're going to go ahead and start this exercise here. So when you sit back, let's go ahead and take a deep breath. Go ahead and release it. Let's take another deep breath. Hold it for 2 seconds and then release it. All right. Take that image of your goal and project it out in front of you. Actually see it with your mind. See the image of your goal, the whole thing, where you're sitting, where you're standing. What does it feel like? What does it feel like to be standing in that image? What does it feel like to be standing in that image? Then from that image in front of you, choose a symbol that represents that image. It could be anything that represents an image of your goal that you want to accomplish. Pick that image from the goal. Now, something that you can imagine as a standalone object. So let's say that you're looking for more money. It can be the money symbol. Or maybe it can be a wallet or a money clip. It could be something like that. But you want to make sure that it stands alone. Now I want you to take that object, that symbol, and blow it up and make it bigger, 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 and brighter, brighter, brighter. Make it more three-dimensional and more powerful. Just imagine it in your head. Imagine it in front of you. It's between 6 and 12 inches away from you right now. You can sense it right now. Put it out there in space to where you're looking at it and it's blocking out everything around you. All you can see is this image of this goal standing in front of you. Feel what it feels like to accomplish that goal as you're staring at that image and making it brighter. Keep making it brighter. Keep making it brighter. What does it feel like to accomplish that? What is your hair doing? Is it standing up? Are you getting goosebumps? Is your stomach starting to make noise because it's excited? Is your heart racing? What is your body doing? Remember that feeling. How does your feet feel? How does the rest of your body feel? Yes, keep going. Keep feeling. Keep being in that moment. Be in that moment when you of what it would feel like when you accomplish your goal. Go ahead and keep that image in your imagination. When you accomplish this goal, what will you get that you don't have now? Let me go ahead and repeat that. What will you get when you accomplish this goal that you don't have now? Allow something to pop in your head and allow it to form. With that symbol, ask yourself, when I accomplish this goal or this outcome, what will this give me that I don't have now? What will this give me what will this give me that I don't have now? Allow an image or a voice to form in your head. Continue asking then, when I get that, what will it get me that I don't have now? And I know your mind is probably fighting it because there's so much, but just really think about it. I want you guys to really think about, what will this get you if what you don't have now? You're looking for an answer that appears in your imagination. Now imagine that high source of motivation and allow that symbol to form and represent it. It could be an image from a picture. It could be something that you think about. Allow some symbol to form and represent your motivation and project it out in front of you and make it bigger and bigger and brighter and brighter and make it three-dimensional and rotate it in space slightly as you're feeling into it. Yes, feel it. Feel what your body's doing right now. Think the way you're feeling right now. You want to keep this emotion. Every time you're in this spot and you think of your goal, this is exactly where you're going to be at. You're going to have that goosebumps all over your body, your hair standing off your body. You're happy, you're excited, your stomach is turning because it's so excited they can finally finish with exactly what it's always wanted to do, and that is to go for the passion and just to go with the leap of faith. Now I want you to feel that feeling and being aligned with the highest reasons of why you're building your dreams. Take that symbol in your imagination and grab it with your hands and pull it inside your chest. Stand inside of the reasons of why you're here and imagine that reason to encompass everything that is around you. As you're standing there and for that reason, project your mind and stare out at your image. That image of that symbol for your goal again. Standing in the source of your motivation as you are looking at that goal now that you're going to accomplish it, and nothing is ever going to stop you. That's it, period. Now, I know your body's probably going into a little influx right now with it, but this is so important because this is something that I'd never had, which is the reason why I was always average in my high school and my junior high. Because nobody taught me that I needed to be in that moment to feel exactly what it feels like in the future. See, the one thing about the subconscious mind, that it doesn't reject or it doesn't accept or it doesn't reject anything that you think. So that's why it's so important to focus, just like I was talking about quantum physics and the wave particle theory, that whatever you choose to focus on, everything that you do want and everything you don't want. That's why it's very crucial to focus on everything that you do want, because once that is there, your subconscious mind is imprinted with exactly what you want. That's the only result you're going to start getting. That's why you're able to pull in your goal from the future to your present, because you imprinted it, and that's all you think about, breathe about, and want. You know, so your subconscious mind will start delivering from the universe everything that you do want. And believe me, it has happened. I have personally done it in my business and in my personal life. I constructed my mentor to come to me. I instructed to, get on the leaderboards for the most generated leads out of 40,000 people. I was number 9. I did that using these tactics right here now, using these steps. So I do appreciate you guys doing this with me. Now, tonight, when you think about your goals and think about your business or your passion or whatever the case may be, remember what you felt while you were going through this, and your body has this thing called memory that it will bring it back up, and all of a sudden you will feel that again. And the longer you stay in that vibration level, the faster that you're able to create your outcomes to come into reality. And so the sixth and final step in this painting your vision for the future is, believe. You have to believe that it's going to accomplish it. There's so many times that people will say, well, I want this, but they truly don't believe it. Or, you know what, I want $10,000 a month. You have to believe it before you're able to achieve it. If you talk to any millionaire, talk to any successful person, they had to believe what they were going to do was going to make them some type of success. And so that's why they had to, embody that before they actually achieve it. You have to believe in your dreams. And one of the questions that I always say is, do you really believe that you can create any of the futures that you want? Let me go ahead and say that again, because I think it's so powerful. Do you really believe that you can create any kind of future that you really want? And these are questions that you don't even have to ask anybody, but you have to ask yourself, because you need these to be, I guess, in a way, honest, and you need to know where you truly are. And the second question is, do you really believe that you can create your outcome? Is it so far-fetched? Like, I have people that come to me that say, you know what, John, I see you're doing big things over there. I see you helping people. I see you, doing, webinars, and I see you making money. And I want to make $20,000 a month. And I say, okay, that's a really cool, outcome. But what are you accustomed of making right now? And they say 2,500. Well, I'm gonna tell you guys right now that your subconscious mind doesn't believe that you can get 20,000, because it has no data to go against. All it can go against is 2,500 and not 20,000. And so, but by working with me, I can show you how you can up that to 20,000 and really get exactly what you want. But there are certain steps that you need to take for you to even get to that point. And the third thing is question that you want to ask yourself is, are you going to affect the world? Do you believe that you have the ability as a human being to physically affect the world around you by your actions, words, and beliefs? Because even if you tell me this amazing story and your actions and your words and your beliefs speaks differently, then that's exactly what people are going to believe. I mean, we can cut through a lot of the BS here just because, I mean, I don't know what it is in our system, but when somebody starts lying to us, we know right away. And so that's just one of the ways that you can, really find out where you stand, is by asking these three questions here. Now, as promised, I am going to go ahead and finish up because I know you guys' time is valuable. As promised at the very beginning of this webinar, that I would like you guys to go to 10x-yoursuccess.com. This right here is a free ebook called 10 Ways to Jumpstart Your Mind for Success. It is valued at $97, but I am giving away for free. These are the same audios and books that has allowed me to get to where I'm at today. It allowed me to leave my job. It allowed me to, work from home, be around family, travel every 90 days. It has allowed me to educate me on lifetime skills. And I like to call it that forever money, because once you learn these trades, everybody's going to be looking for this type of thing, because everybody wants to make money. And, by downloading my free ebook at 10x-yoursuccess.com, you can go ahead and jumpstart your mind like it did mine. So if you do want some contact information, if you're interested in jumpstarting your business and growing for profits, you can email me at yourfreedomawaits1@gmail.com. You can Skype me at jonathan.bailey793. Facebook me. You can private message me and go ahead and send me a free request as our friend request as well. And if you join my team today, you want to go to yourfreedomawaits.org. And for anybody who joins it today and tells me that they're joining today, I will give them a top recruiting training video that's valued at $997. And it has made a lot of people's lives a lot easy, including myself. I mean, this is something amazing. Again, you guys, this is Jonathan Bailey. Thank you guys for staying around. Don't forget to download that free bonus here at 10x-yoursuccess.com. And I'm going to go see if there's any questions in that question box. And so I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing my screen here. So just give me one moment. All right, you guys, it doesn't look like there's any questions here today, but I know some of you guys are watching this on the replay. If you do have any questions, my link is down there for all my Facebook and the free bonus as well. So go ahead and message me. Let me know the question. You can email me, Skype me, text me. Just get a hold of me because I want to answer all of your questions and help you to get to your next result. So again, you guys, this is Jonathan Bailey. I appreciate it. And I will see you guys tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. for my day 8 out of my 15-day, twice a day webinar series. All right, you guys, see you later. Bye.